And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the W.T. Watson Center here in Magnolia, Arkansas. It is the final weekend of GAC play, and Southern Nazarene basketball is on the air for you live from Magnolia as the Crimson Storm of Southern Nazarene will take on the Mule Riders of Southern Arkansas. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. James Hill live from the W.T. Watson Center, set for a pair of great matchups here. Beginning with the women this evening, the SNU women, the turnaround season. Everybody has taken notice. 15-11 on the year, 14-6 in the GAC. This was a team that missed the GAC tournament a year ago. This was a team tagged to be 8th in the GAC this season in the preseason polls. And with a couple wins this weekend and possibly a Harding loss tonight against Southwestern Oklahoma State, the number 10 team in the country, SNU can lock up the number 2 seed at next week's GAC tournament. To do that, though, they're going to have to come in and beat Southern Arkansas, a team that has struggled pretty much all season long. There's no denying it. They come in at 2-24 on the season. They come in with a 1-19 record in the GAC. It has not been a good year for the Mule Riders. They came into Bethany, though, and really gave Southern Nazarene a little bit of a scare in the Sawyer Center, even led for a good bit of it going into the second half. They were just getting shots to fall, really. They shot the ball really well and was able to, as we said, give SNU a run for their money. And if they can maybe do that on their home floor today, they'll look to pull what would be a big upset. Southern Nazarene, though, coming in laser-focused, as we said, looking to clinch up that number 2 seed here on this final Arkansas trip. It's the long Arkansas trip. Magnolia today, Monticello on Saturday. We got starting lineups set to go here in just a moment for both sides. It will be the same lineup as we've seen nearly every week for Southern Nazarene. Starting at guard, a junior from Valladolid, Spain, number 4, Irene Perez. Starting at guard, a sophomore from Burleson, Texas, number 5, Alexis Jones, who had a nice contest against Southern Arkansas in their last meeting. Starting at guard, a senior from OKC, number 10, Adrian Berry. Starting at guard, a senior from Walkwall, Texas, number 12, Madeline Trepfer. And finally, down low, the center, a sophomore out of Mustang, Oklahoma, number 14, Addie Nehus. For Southern Arkansas, a freshman guard out of Hot Springs, 0, Ariana Gwynn. Starting at guard, a junior from Paris, France, number 5, Lena Maildom. Starting at forward, a junior from Tyler, Texas, number 13, Aaron Brinkley. At guard, a senior from Little Rock, Arkansas, number 25, Olivia McWilliams. And at forward, a senior from Greenwood, Arkansas, number 30, Alyssa Kreis. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a timeout for the national anthem and get you ready for tip-off between SNU and SAU. As we said, fans, almost set to go here at the W.T. Watson Center here in Magnolia, Arkansas, between Southern Nazarene and Southern Arkansas. We take a look at those GAC standings that we mentioned earlier. Number 1 already clinched the regular season title, also number 10 in the nation, coming in at 25-1 and 20-0 in the GAC. It is Southwestern Oklahoma State. a three-way tie for second right now between East Central, Harding, and Southern Nazarene, all at 14-6. Southern Nazarene holds the tiebreaker over East Central as they went 2-0 over the Tigers. They are also 1-1 with Harding. Henderson State follows at 12-8 so far in fifth. Southeastern Oklahoma State in sixth at 11-9. Arkansas Tech and Northwestern Oklahoma State are tied right now for seventh at 9-11. And that's what you're looking at so far for the GAC standings on the women's side. Oklahoma Baptist eliminated at 6-14. Ouachita and Arkansas Monticello eliminated at 5-15. And then Southern Arkansas currently in the cellar. They will actually finish the year in the cellar at 1-19. Their lone win of the season coming over Arkansas Monticello on their home floor. Actually, on the road. I should take that back. They won on the road over Arkansas Monticello. Unfortunately for Southern Ark, only one win at home this season. That was on November 13th over Southeastern Baptist College. The lineups are being introduced right now. And so as we said, the big one we'll be keeping an eye on today that's really going to play a huge factor in the seeding is going to be that Harding Southwestern game. If Harding can pull the upset, it really will throw a wrench into everything as they would have a win over the number one team in the GAC. A loss will pretty much almost assure them that 4 seed. So we'll see how that kind of plays out here in the going. They just tipped off over in Searcy as we're just about to tip off here. More time, those starting lineups for you. For Southern Ark, Gwynn, Meldon, Brinkley, McWilliams, Crace. For Southern Nazarene, Perez, Jones, Berry, Schrepfer, Nehus. The head coach for SNU is Trent May in his first season. He's assisted by Logan Martin and Alan Cooper, also Abby Boyd on the bench this evening. For Southern Ark, Adam Collins is the head man. He is assisted by Danielle Fleming, Darren Fleming, and Lane Wood. We are set to go here in Magnolia. It'll be Abby Nehus set to jump. She will be jumping with Brinkley. Tip is up, and it will go to SNU. Alexis Jones will get it started for the Crimson Storm. Nobody guarding Jones. She goes right to the lane, misses the layup. Rebound's going to come out to McWilliams, and it's a fast break for Southern Ark, and they get the first points of the game on transition offense. Gwynn with the lay-in. And 2-0 Southern Ark. We are just underway here. Perez, top of the arc. Perez looking to drive. Again, man-to-man defense early on by Southern Ark. Perez going to come off a screen. She will drive towards the baseline. Pulls up, gets it to Jones. Jones drives, spins. Tough jumper, no good. Back iron. Rebound comes down to McWilliams. Mule Riders looking to pass it deep, and it's intercepted by Adrian Berry. Back the other way comes Southern Nazarene. They'll go to Berry in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, just rims out. McWilliams with another rebound already. She's going to bring it forward. McWilliams with it. Goes over to Meldon. Meldon going to move it around to Brinkley. They'll go inside to Crace. Crace, tough shot. Good defense there by Nehus. No good. Nehus also pulls the rebound down. Down comes Alexis Jones. Jones going to kick it. Perez open in the corner. Passes on the three. Had an open look. They'll go back to Perez. She still doesn't take the three. She'll drive and looking for Jones and just throws it away. Irene Perez can make that three, but elected not to take it. Had two wide open looks and passes on it. And ends up turning it over. So here come the Mule Riders back forward. McWilliams with it. We mentioned Mule Riders gave SNU a lot of trouble in Bethany. Brinkley's going to move it over to Gwynn. Gwynn going to come off a screen, drives, kicks. Baseline jumper is good from Crace with Abby Nehus closing on her. 4-0 Southern Ark. Jones brings it forward. Jones going to kick over to Perez. This time she will take the three-pointer. Well off the mark. Long rebound. For some reason, trying to save it, it looked like was Meldon. It would have been out of bounds on SNU. She tried to save it, though, and it goes off of her. And it's going to stay SNU basketball with a fresh 30. They'll go inside to Berry. Berry wide open, lays it in. from the baseline. Good pass there from Jones, and SNU's on the board, 4-2. Early lead for Southern Arc. McWilliams brings it forward, top of the arc. They'll move it around to Gwynn. Gwynn going to move it to Crace. And to Meldon. She comes off a screen. Back to McWilliams. They'll try to go inside to Crace. Overthrows her with Nehus defending, and it's a turnover on the Mule Riders, their second of the game. Both those turnovers so far to McWilliams. Back the other way comes the Crimson Storm. Jones with it. Jones going to kick it top of the arc to Perez. Perez back to Jones. They'll go inside. Beautiful pass to Nehus. She just misses the layup, though. McWilliams with the rebound. Easy look there for Nehus. Just couldn't get the lay in the fall. McWilliams with it on the other end. McWilliams clearing out space. Perez defending. They'll move it over to Brinkley, who will move it to Gwynn. Gwynn going to come off a screen. Long mid-range jumper. No good. Long rebound going to come up and down to Nehus. Schrepfer going to bring it forward here for the Crimson Storm. Schrepfer looks to drive, pull, and she will drive and draw the foul. That's going to be on Gwynn. That's going to be her first foul of the game. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. 4-2. Southern Arkansas out on front very early in this contest. Jones inbound. Another nice inbound play to Perez. It's blocked. I believe Brinkley got a piece of it. They're expecting a big crowd here at WT Watson Center. Fan Appreciation Day, and of course you got the number 10 team in the country coming here a little bit later, as well as the number 2 team in the GAC. Expecting a lot of fans to come through this evening. Perez with it. Perez stuck. Guys go to Schrepfer. It's going to be picked off. Gwynn comes up with it. Schrepfer chases. Gwynn misses the layup, and that's thanks to great transition defense there by Schrepfer. They'll go back to Perez. Perez going to go inside to Nehus, and they're going to get a foul. That's going to be on Brinkley. That's going to be her first. JC Sub going to come and check in early on. Tough start for Irene Perez. A couple turnovers early on, so she sees an early exit so far. Inside to Barry. She lays it in. Another baseline inbound there from Jones. Another assist for Jones, and we're tied at 4 apiece. McWilliams with it. McWilliams moves it to Meldon. Meldon going to go all the way to Brinkley, top of the arc, back to Meldon at the wing. They'll go inside to Crace. Crace going to go cross court to Gwynn. Gwynn pump fakes, drives, almost has it taken away, but instead falls. And that's going to be on Schrepfer. That'll be her first. Fresh 30 on the clock for Southern Arc. 6:08 to play here in the first quarter. You can see our first substitution for Southern Arkansas. Tamara Shaver, the junior guard out of OKC, into the game. We also mentioned J.C. Soap, a freshman guard out of Stillwell, Oklahoma. She has been excellent in the second half of the season. Meldon going to take the inbound pass, going to hand it off to McWilliams. And Southern Arc will set up their half-court offense. Slow and methodical here early on. McWilliams with it. They're going to go over to Shaver, moves it back around to Meldon. They'll go inside to Crace. Crace going to drive baseline. Almost had it blocked. She comes with her own rebound. They'll go out to McWilliams. McWilliams going to take a three-pointer. Off the mark, no good. Rebound by Schrepfer. She comes flying in, and she moves it forward. Schrepfer going to go to Soap. Soap wide open for three. It's on the way. It's good! J.C. Soap with the three-pointer. And SNU takes their first lead at 7-4. Beautiful transition offense led by Schrepfer, and then found Soap in transition. McWilliams goes to Shaver, moves it around to Meldon. Meldon going to go to Brinkley. Brinkley back to McWilliams at the wing. McWilliams off a screen, she drives. Mid-range jumper, good. Gets it over Jones. Schrepfer will take the inbounds and bring it forward. 5 to play here in the first quarter. Schrepfer off a screen, kicks to Soap. Soap thought about the three-pointer, pump fakes and drives into the paint. Backs her man down, she'll back it back. Still kind of has an open look. Brinkley playing a little offer. They'll go to Jones in the corner. Jones drives. Jones tries to go inside to Nehus, taken away by Crace. SNU looked all out of sorts there on that possession. McWilliams with it. Williams will set the offense here. Again, every time Southern Arc is brought down, with the exception of the first play, They've kept it slow. They'll go inside to Crace. Nehus almost stole it, but then when she didn't get it, she kind of reached in there. And we're going to have our first media timeout of the game. 4:22 to play in the first quarter. Southern Nazarene leading Southern Arkansas 7-6.
The Great American Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
When a customer is on the fence about buying a car, we should
give them a hug.
No. Next.
Hand hug? Full frontal?
No way. Guys, practice hugs are not necessary. You don't have to practice hugging.
How about we serenade them?
Well, I'd be happy to sing a song for you.
That's terrible.
Diffie, driven by family since 1954.
When a customer is
4:22 to play in the first quarter. 7-6 Southern Nazarene leading Southern Arkansas. SNU 3 of 9 from the field early on, 33%. 3 turnovers, which you don't like to see early on. Adrian Berry with 4 points. Abby Nehus with 3 on the other side. Southern Arkansas 3 of 8 from the field. They have 2 turnovers thus far. They are led by 3 players with 2 points in Crace, Gwynn, and McWilliams. McWilliams inbounds it, goes deep to Shaver. And Southern Ark will set their offense. Shaver going to go inside to Brinkley. Just checking into the game, number 3, Jerica Bell, the freshman from Pine Bluff. They're going inside to Bell. Bell makes a move. Tough jumper off the mark. Rebound by Schrepfer. Back the other way comes SNU. Schrepfer going to get a Soap wide open again for 3, just off the mark. Good look there. And then Jones pulls the rebound down, goes to Soap again. Oh, and they call it travel. Soap kind of caught the ball and almost did the kind of hardened step back, but just getting back in place and nailed her with the traveling call. Into the game, Brett Waka, a redshirt sophomore out of Texarkana, 5'9" guard into the game. And coming forward will be Shaver. Shaver going to go to Waka. Waka going to move it around to Gwynn. Gwynn back to Shaver. They're trying to get inside, trying to look inside to Bell. Nehus denying. They'll go to Gwynn. Gwynn, long jumper off the mark. Great block out from Nehus as Schrepfer comes flying in for the rebound. Schrepfer on the other end takes it coast to coast. And SNU moves ahead 9-6. Schrepfer pulled the rebound down and then just took it all the way, found the crease, and got the lay-in. Shaver on the other end for Southern Ark. It's taken away. Schrepfer going to take it all the way. Foul! Almost got the and one. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Madeline Schrepfer making an appearance here, making a couple big plays, and she's to the line with a pair of free throws. Schrepfer, as we mentioned, a senior on this team, 1 of 2, along with Adrian Berry. She's a 5'5" guard out of Rockwall, Texas. She's 5'5", but she's turned into one of the leading rebounders on this team, if you can believe that. Meldon back into the game as Gwynn's going to check out, but it's pretty incredible to watch from Madeline Schrepfer. She's had some double-doubles and not from assists, from rebounds, which is just kind of wild to imagine as she buries both the free throws. And SNU up ahead 11-6. Been an 11-2 run for SNU after falling behind 4-0 here early in the first quarter. Shaver going to move around to Meldon. They'll go to Waka at the wing. Waka going to move it back all across court to Shaver. Shaver going to come off a screen. She drives. Jumper over Nehus. Good. Just got it over Nehus. Got a little bit of a friendly roll there, and it's 11-8. Still in favor of the Crimson Storm. Soap with it at the wing. Soap's going to go inside to Berry. Berry backing her man down and lays it in. Adrian Berry taking advantage of a little size mismatch there. She's up to 6 points. It's 13-8 SNU. Shaver with it. Shaver Goes to Meldon. Meldon goes to Waka, almost taken away from Schrepfer. They'll go to Shaver, moves it over to Meldon. Great defense by SNU, and a big block there from Niehues on the drive from Meldon. Schrepfer on the other side, drives, backs down, goes to Jones. They'll go over to Barry, three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron, rebounded by Schrepfer again. Schrepfer drive, lays it up and in. Timeout, Southern Arc, Madeline Schrepfer. 6 points, 5 rebounds here in the first quarter. And again, we got a timeout on the floor. 1:41 to play here in the first quarter. And it's the two seniors leading the way right now. Barry, as we said, with 6 points on 3 of 4 shooting. And then Schrepfer, 6 points already, 5 rebounds, and a steal thus far for the senior. She has been terrific here in the early going. Niehues has the only other points, which is actually off. JC Soap should have that three-pointer. They're saying Niehues had it, but it was actually Soap who had the three-pointer. Hey, Jacob. On here it says Niehues had the three. It was Soap who made the three. Soap, not Niehues. Two instead of 14. Thank you. So we're set to inbound here as we get that stat correction. Back forward comes Shaver. SNU up by 7. Biggest lead so far today here in the first quarter. Great denial by Alexis Jones. They'll go all the way back to Meldon, almost to the half-court line as Jones was denying. They go to Shaver. Shaver going to try to go inside. Moving around and blocked. Oh, and they get a foul. Looked like a completely clean block there from Abby Niehues as Bell went up, and they tagged her with a foul. Maybe she made some contact, but it looked like it was after the block. So Bell's going to go for 2 free throws. Misses the first. Massey Beard's going to make her first appearance with 2 fouls on Niehues. Beard, a freshman, 5'11" forward out of Calumet, Oklahoma. You also saw Crace check back into the game, the 6-foot senior. Bell with 1 more free throw. It's up. It's no good. Long rebound comes out to JC Soap. And SNU maintains this 7-point lead. Alexis Jones brings it forward. Waka defending. Jones going to kick in the corner. Soap open for 3. Front iron no good. Rebound by Waka. They're playing off Soap, and that might prove to cost you there. She missed that one, but if Soap's going to get those open looks, she will knock some down. Waka on the other side at the wing is going to go to Meldon. Meldon to Shaver. Shaver almost lost it. They'll go to Bell. Bell looks lost, gets it back to Shaver. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Shaver, a three-pointer on the way. Good. Looked a little like a moving screen that was maybe missed there, but nonetheless, it's a 15-11 game on that three-pointer. Jones brings it forward, about a 6-second difference between shot and game clock. So SNU kind of taking their time. Going to see if they can get maybe a final shot here because the clock will keep going on a made basket. Jones off a screen, drives on Crace. Beautiful move to the basket, lays it in with 10 seconds left. Shaver brings it forward, 6-point lead for SNU. Shaver looking to drive towards the baseline. Shaver going to kick. 2-pointer on the way from Bell, no good. Rebound by Jones, and that'll end the quarter. So SNU shoots 44% from the field in the first quarter while forcing 3 turnovers, and they hold a 17-11 lead over Southern Arkansas. We will take a timeout on the floor and be right back. Second quarter action coming your way in just a moment. Second quarter action set to start. Southern Nazarene leading Southern Arkansas 17-11. James Hill on the call with you live from Magnolia, Arkansas. The final weekend of GAC play. SNU trying to lock up the number 2 seed this weekend. You think they're going to be at least 2, maybe 3, depending how the rest of the way goes up. Harding's actually leading SWASU 19-17 at the end of their first quarter. Southern Ark to inbound. Meldon will take it from Waka, and she goes to McWilliams. So McWilliams will bring it forward. Comes off a screen. Jones gets right through it. They're going to try to go inside to Crace. Crace goes up and gets the lay in the fall over Barry. SNU a little bit smaller on the floor. Whitney Hughes out of the game. Soap going to go to Schrepfer. Schrepfer, a big first quarter from her. Goes to Soap wide open again for 3. It is good. JC Soap, her second three-pointer of the game. And again, if you're going to give Soap that much space, she will make you pay. You've got to get a hand in her face. She is lethal from 3. McWilliams goes to Waka. Waka to McWilliams in the corner. Tries to go inside. The Bell. Bell with the catch, and she travels. And that was just as Jones was coming to take it away. Substitution into the game. Meldon checks out. Kylie Warren, a freshman from Carlisle, Arkansas, into the game. SNU's lead at 7 right now, 20-13. This is a team that struggled on the road early on, but as the year progressed, really picked it up and learned how to win on the road, if you will. Schrepfer pump fakes a three-pointer. Going to go inside to Soap. Dangerous pass, and Soap does lose it. Schrepfer just threw it into traffic there. Southern Ark able to come away with the turnover. That's been a little bit of the problem so far for SNU. Already 5 turnovers here in the first half. Waka with it. Waka going to move it all the way around to Bell, who then gets it to Warren. Warren going to drive. Gets it out to Crace. Baseline jumper, good. Beard tried to take a charge there. No call either way as she went to the ground. 20-15 the score. 2-3 zone here from Southern Ark. Soap going to go over to Jones. Jones to Schrepfer. Schrepfer drives, kicks to Soap, goes to Barry. Barry back to Soap. They'll go inside to Beard. Beard going to drive on her man, spins, puts it up. Can't get it to fall. Rebound to Bell. McWilliams brings it forward. Still man-to-man defense here from SNU. They move it to Waka. Waka to Bell, top of the arc. Bell takes a couple steps in, now drives, puts a tough jumper up, and gets it to fall. Used the glass there. Wasn't a pretty shot whatsoever, but got it to go down. Pretty good defense, actually, from Massey Beard. If you're Coach Trent May, you'll take those kind of shots all day. You're going to miss more than you make. Jones going to go over to Schrepfer at the wing. Schrepfer going to drive, gets it taken away momentarily, but holds on to it, goes up and draws the foul on Bell. And back to the line will go Madeline Schrepfer with a pair of free throws. Both teams have only shot 2 thus far. SNU's 2 for 2. Southern Arkansas is 0 for 2. So Schrepfer, already 6 points here, as we said in the first half. 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Also has a steal. First free throw is up and good. And for the first time today, as Brinkley checks in for Southern Ark, we will see sophomore Julia Schwacke wearing number 11. Schwacke out of Sugar Land. Really has gotten some time here in the last month and has really taken advantage of that time. Has played some strong minutes for SNU as Schrepfer gets the second free throw to fall. SNU a little bit of pressure here on Southern Ark as Waka brings it forward. Waka gets it over half court and gets it into her half court offense. Waka going to go to Bell. Bell going to drive, puts a tough runner up, no good. Rebound to Schrepfer. Schrepfer now looking to run. It's 1-on-3, so she'll pull back. Gets it over to Schwacke. Schwacke at the baseline will go to Schrepfer. Goes to Soap now, top of the arc. Who moves it to Jones. Back to Soap. Soap pump fakes a 3. Drives. Tough shot. Draws the foul. Foul will be on Warren. And it's going to be 2 free throws coming up here for JC Soap. Soap with 6 points in this game thus far. First free throw from Soap. Back iron, no good. One more coming up for the freshman from Stillwell. As we said, in the last month, she has played some good basketball. Tamara Shaver back into the game for Southern Arc. Second free throw is up and no good. But the rebound, Schwacke tips it back out. New possession for SNU. So go back to Jones. They'll kick it over to Schrepfer. Schrepfer going to drive, pulls it back out. They'll go cross court to Schwacke. Schwacke in the corner. Goes back to Schrepfer. Thought about the three. Instead pulls it out. They'll go to Soap. Soap to Schwacke. Schwacke pump fakes, drives. Goes to Schrepfer. She's open. Three-pointer on the way. Good! Madeline Schrepfer for three. She has 11. And SNU's lead out to 8. Nick Williams brings it forward. Goes to Warren. Warren going to go over to Brinkley. They'll go inside. It's taken away by Beard. They were looking to get inside to Bell. Beard steps in front of it. Was dribbling down. Almost lost it. They'll go to Schrepfer in the corner. Schrepfer to Jones. Jones back to Schrepfer. Thought about the three. Drives baseline. Pulls back out. Comes off a screen. Goes to Soap. Back to Schrepfer. Open for three again. It's good! The lead is out to 11. Madeline Schrepfer, 14 points here in the first half. We got 5:40 to play in this first half, and SNU leads Southern Arkansas 28-17. Media timeout on the floor. We will be right back.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where I grew up, and it's also where I serve.
In the U.S. Army Reserve, you train at least 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks a year. Here, you learn the skills to lead and succeed in life while staying close to home. Part-time service, full-time success. GoArmyReserve.com.
This is where I use the skills I've learned. This is where the moments I love happen. This is where
5:40 to play here in the first half. Southern Nazarene leading Southern Arkansas 28-17. It has been all Madeline Schrepfer. She has been absolutely fantastic here in the first half. She has half of SNU's points right now at 14. 4 for 4 from the field, 2 for 2 from behind the arc, 4 for 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. As McWilliams is going to bring it forward here for the Mule Riders. They'll go inside to Bell. Bell at the elbow, actually. Bell's just stuck. She finally gets to McWilliams. Sonia Sarda is into the game for the first time today. Again, Bell has it, and she is stuck. Gets it over to Warren, already 10 seconds on the shot clock. They'll try to go to Bell, almost taken away, and then she travels. Almost taken away by Massey. Bell caught it right towards that baseline, was kind of hovering towards the out-of-bounds line. And ended up traveling. Irene Perez also back into the game. And back down comes Sonia Sarda. Gets it to Schrepfer. We'll go to Perez. Moves it back to Sarda. Sarda going to go cross court to Schwacke. Schwacke to Schrepfer. Schrepfer was open there momentarily. Gets it inside to Beard. Beard back out to Sarda. Sarda drives, kicks. Schrepfer another three-pointer. This one is short. Unfortunately, the perfect field goal percentage goes away for Madeline Schrepfer. Shaver with it. Shaver going to go to Crace. Crace out to McWilliams. They'll go inside to Crace. Crace going to try to go on Beard and just kind of throws it up and gets it to fall. Again, good defense there by Beard. Crace just found a small opening and used the backboard. Schwacke with it, gets slapped on the wrist there by Crace. That's her first. Southern Arc remains in this 2-3 zone. Schwacke with it. Schwacke going to pull up. Long two-pointer. Good! Julia Schwacke knocks her shot down. Lead back out to 11 at 30-19. And there's a scramble on the floor, and it's taken away. Massey Beard with it. Back the other way comes Southern Nazarene. They'll go inside. They'll go out to Schwacke. A little triangle movement here from SNU. They'll go to Schrepfer now at the wing. Moves it over to Sarda, top of the arc. Sarda drives and travels. Got it kind of knocked away there for a minute. And Maldon going to check back in. And so Southern Arc will bring it forward. McWilliams with it. McWilliams going to move it over to Meldon. Meldon goes to Brinkley. They'll try to go inside to Crace, thrown away. Another turnover for Southern Arc. They're 8th in this contest with 3:31 to play. SNU defense has been terrific. Schwacke will take it. Gets it over to Sarda. Sarda, top of the arc. Moves it to Perez. Perez goes to Schrepfer. Schrepfer inside to Beard. Beard to Sarda. Sarda goes cross court to Perez, out to Schwacke. Schwacke pump fakes, drives, and gets run into and loses the ball. McWilliams brings it forward, probably had a one-on-one, but pulls up instead. Goes to Crace, who drives baseline. Goes cross court to Shaver. Back out to McWilliams, and Southern Arc will reset. I think in that situation, try a little bit of transition there, see if you can get something sparked. Crace now with it at the free throw line. Drives, kicks it back out of Meldon. Meldon almost had it taken away. And Crace goes back up. Charge! Beard takes the charge. That's 2 fouls on Crace. And it's going back the other way to SNU. Maggie Evans, a sophomore forward from Conway, into the game. Crace out of the game. So back the other way comes SNU. Sarda with it. Sarda inside to Beard. Beard makes a move, and they call a travel. No idea what Beard did there. But it's a traveling violation nonetheless, and it's going back to Southern Arkansas. Pressure here from SNU, and the pressure will work out. It'll be a steal for SNU. Beard coming the other way. Sarda open for 3. Passes will go to Schwacke. Schwacke gets it back at the wing from Beard. Schwacke to Sarda. Sarda, nice crossover, drives, throws it inside to Beard. Beard, oh, dangerous pass, almost picked off. Sarda with it. Now she'll drive. Goes inside to Beard. We'll have a foul before the shot. It's going to be on McWilliams. That's going to be her first. 4th team foul on Southern Arc. That means free throw for SNU the rest of the way. Schrepfer going to check out. 14 points, as we said, in this first half. Adrian Berry into the game. Adrian Berry's been very good on these baseline out of bounds. We have timeout on the floor. We got a buzzer from the scorer's table before we get back into play. We'll make sure everything is set here in just a moment. And there you have come to the conclusion that I believe that is the 5th team foul. It's at 4 on the scoreboard. It is actually the 5th. And that means Sonia Sarda is going to the line for a pair of free throws. Now we got another delay. They're going to verify this, I imagine, with the book. Well, actually, they're going to look at the monitor. I don't know what they're looking at the monitor about. I believe, my guess is the debate, yeah, it says 5 team fouls now. If it's 5 team fouls, there's really nothing to look at. It's going to be free throws no matter what if it's the 5th team foul. Now I think we're good to go. Maybe they're checking a clock issue, not really sure. Either way, Sonia Sarda's at the line for a pair. First one is up and off the mark. Get a little roar from the crowd there on that missed free throw. One more coming up for Sarda. That one's up. And no good again. Rebound to Waka. SNU's missed their last 4 free throws. So McWilliams brings it forward. There's Meldon at the wing. Meldon's going to go to Brinkley. Long 2-pointer on the way. Good. Gets it back under 9, and really for SNU, got to get it done at the charity stripe. It's kind of keeping Southern Arc in it a little bit. Sarda with it. This zone giving SNU, I wouldn't say a lot of problems, as Barry pulls up for 3. And she nails it. Adrian Barry from deep, and the lead back out to 12. Just as I say that the zone may be kind of giving a little bit of issue, Barry just takes it and drains it. Wacko with it on the other end. Moves it over to Evans, to McWilliams. McWilliams taken away. It was knocked out of her hands by Sarda, and it will be SNU basketball. And they double check real quick. You usually see the refs kind of huddle up to talk. Our ref here just yelled to the other ref and said, did she touch it? You probably could hear it on the mic. But they verify it is indeed a turnover on Southern Arc. Sarda with it. Sarda to Schwacke. Schwacke over to Perez, moving it around. We'll go back to Schwacke, moves it to Barry. Corner 3 on the way, no good. Long rebound comes to Waka. Waka's going to take it. Good transition defense by Beard, and that is a great job by Massey Beard, transitioning on defense and playing a little bit on that layup to force the miss. SNU back on the other side. Sarda looking to drive. Sarda crosses over. Sarda puts a runner up. It's blocked by McWilliams. It'll stay SNU basketball. 46 seconds to play. Boy, Massey Beard, it looked like an easy run out for Southern Arc. As they'll go inside to Perez. They'll go out to Schwacke. Moves it to Beard. Beard back to Schwacke, moves it in the corner to Perez, drives baseline, puts it up, lays it in. Irene Perez gets the lead out to 14, largest of the game for SNU. McWilliams with it. McWilliams almost taken away by Sarda. Long 2-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Barry, 15 seconds, shot clock is off. They can hold for one shot here. 10 seconds on the clock. Sarda goes to Beard. To Perez. Perez, Sarda on the way. 3-pointer off the mark. And that will end the first half. So SNU shoots 52% from the field. They knock down 5 3-pointers, and they force 11 turnovers as they hold a 35-21 lead over Southern Arkansas at the end of the first half. What a half it was for the Crimson Storm. We'll have a timeout. It is the halftime report coming up. Towards the end, we will have some first half stats coming your way. We'll get you ready for that second half. Again, the halftime score, Southern Nazarene 35, Southern Arkansas 21.
Army Reserve soldiers use their skills to make the Army even more capable and gain the tools to make themselves even more successful. Learn how at GoArmyReserve.com.
Conference Basketball Championship Tournament returns to the Bruin Fieldhouse in Bartlesville, Oklahoma, March 7th through the 10th. It's all on the line as the league's top teams battle for the conference title and an automatic spot in the NCAA Division II Basketball Regionals. For ticket information and to follow GAC basketball throughout the season, visit GreatAmericanConference.com. The GAC Basketball Tournament, March 7th through the 10th.
We're about set for second half action here. SNU leading Southern Arkansas by the score of 35-21. As we said, it's been a good first half for the Crimson Storm, shooting 13 of 26 from the field, 50%, 5 of 12 from behind the arc. And then only 4 of 8 from the free throw line. They'll want to improve on that. Madeline Schrepfer led the way with 14 points. Adrian Berry added 9 points in that first half. JC Soap had 6 points as well in the first half. The other side, Crace had 8 points. Shaver added 5 points. Southern Arc 10 of 22 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 0 for 2 at the free throw line. We're set to go. Same starting 5 on the floor for SNU. So we're set to go. On the other side, Southern Arc, same starting 5. Crace led the way with 8 points. Shaver off the bench added 5. Then a bunch of players with 2 points in the third quarter is underway here. As we said, Southern Nazarene with the ball first. Berry with it, going to go cross court to Perez. Perez going to drive baseline. Goes and overthrows Schrepfer, but Jones pulls it in. Good hustle by Jones. Jones going to drive. Kicks to Berry. 10 seconds from the shot clock. Berry steps back, goes inside to Houston, throws it away. Tough early possession there for SNU. McWilliams gets it in to Gwynn. Gwynn looking to run. Schrepfer step for step. SAU will set up their half-court offense here. Gwynn with it. Gwynn moves it around to Meldon. Meldon goes to Crace. Crace drives. Goes cross court to Gwynn in the corner. Three-pointer on the way. Front iron, no good. Goes behind the backboard. It'll be SNU basketball. So back the other way will come the Crimson Storm. Schrepfer with it. Schrepfer crosses over. Drives to the elbow. Kicks it to Perez. Perez going to come off a screen. Drives all the way. Throws it up. No good. Rebound by Nehus. Goes up and draws the foul. It'll be on Meldon. It'll be 2 free throws for Abby Nehus, making her impact early here in the third quarter. Nehus, they say she had 3 points. She actually didn't have any points. She go with 2 rebounds. First free throw is up and good. That is the first points of the game for Abby. Also has a pair of rebounds and a block. Only played 9, actually less than that, 8 minutes in that first quarter. Got in a little bit of foul trouble with 2. Knocks both of them down and leads back out to 16. Gwynn brings it forward. Gwynn going to go over to McWilliams. And almost taken away there by SNU. It'll stay Southern Nazarene basketball. Southern Arc set to inbound here in just a moment. And they'll get it into Gwynn. Gwynn brings it forward, less than 10 on the shot clock. Gwynn taking her time, now 5 on the shot clock. Meldon going to drive, almost loses it, goes to Gwynn. Three-pointer at the buzzer, off the mark. Rebound by Jones, great defensive possession by SNU. Berry on the other end, three-pointer off the mark. Rebound by McWilliams. Quick trigger there from Berry. SNU transitions back into their defense. McWilliams with it. McWilliams pulls back. We'll go to Meldon. Southern Arc just moving at such a slow pace right now. As they'll go inside to Brinkley, though, was able to beat Berry in the post. And the lead down to 14 for SNU. Schrepfer looks to drive, and before she can even drive, we have an off-ball foul. It's going to be on Meldon. That's going to be her second, both coming here in the second half. Perez set to inbound in front of her bench. And we'll get it to Schrepfer. Schrepfer moves it to Berry. Berry going to come off a screen. Goes to the top of the arc now, drives to the lane, puts it up, lays it in. Nice move there by Adrian Berry. She's in double figures with 11 points. SNU showing pressure here. They'll go to Gwynn. on the deep pass. Gwynn now looking to drive. Goes up. Oh, what a block. They're going to get a foul. That's probably going to be on Barry, I believe. There's no way it's on Nehus. It will be on Barry. Nehus just sent that one into the third row, but not before the foul from Barry. And this is only going to be the third free throw of the game for the Mule Riders. First one's up and no good. They are now 0 for 3 at the line with one more coming. Second free throw's up. That one is good. 39-24. This is a Perez. Perez goes to Schrepfer in the corner. Schrepfer to Jones. Jones back to Schrepfer, and she travels. I tell you, the older I get, the less I understand traveling. I didn't see where the actual travel was, but that may be me getting older. I don't know. Maybe my eyes are going bad. McWilliams looking to drive. Kicks it to Crace. Crace going to drive. Kicks it inside to Brinkley. Puts it up, foul, and one. Back-to-back buckets for Southern Arc as they try to claw their way back into this one. First free throw is up and good. Back to a 12-point game. Small little run here for Southern Arc. Jones with it. Jones to the elbow. Goes to the free throw line now. Brings it back out to the corner. Really not even defending Jones. She drives in and can't get the little runner to fall. And they'll get a foul on SNU. Just a little mini run here from Southern Arkansas trying to get back into this. They're using it through Erin Brinkley. She's 3 for 3 of the field with 7 points. And then Crazy 4 for 6 from the field. Almost taken away by SNU on the inbounds. She said Crazy with 8 points, Brinkley with 7 points. You got to think they're going to keep trying to attack the paint. We've got conversation here with the officials. Well, they reset the shot clock to 30. They should not have done that. And they're just trying to get that straight. They're going to do 28. Shaver's back into the game. Shaver with it. Shaver, what a pick off there by Schrepfer. Schrepfer took it out of the air. She drives, and she'll pull it back out. Goes to Perez. Perez gets it back to Schrepfer. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Schrepfer backs her man down, puts it up, and it's going to be called for a jump ball. And it's going to go the other way to Southern Arc. A big block there from McWilliams. Kind of came out of nowhere and tied her up. McWilliams set the inbound. Gets it to Gwynn. Gwynn brings it forward. And Southern Arc, as we said, starting to try to chip away. They've been down by as many as 16. They've gotten it down to 12 now. Grace going to go inside to Brinkley. What another great steal again by Schrepfer, but Jones goes to the ground. It's taken back by McWilliams, and the lay-in from Brinkley. Just unlucky there for SNU, and it's down to a 10-point game. Foul off the ball. And that's going to be on Crace, her third. And that's SAU set to inbound. Schrepfer with it, gets her man in the air, can't get it to fall. Rebound comes to Bell. SNU has gone cold here. On the other side, Southern Arc can't miss. McWilliams with it, slows it back down. SAU can get it under 10 here. Tries to go inside to Lee, and just McWilliams misses everything. That was Bell, excuse me, she tried to go inside too, and just completely missed. Perez pump fakes a three-pointer, looks to drive, almost loses it. Gets it back though. We'll go to Barry. Barry off a screen, three-pointer on the way, short. It will go off of Bell and will remain SNU basketball. And we got timeout on the floor. 4:58 to play in the third quarter. SNU leading SAU 39-29. .458 to play here in the third quarter. Getting a little bit tighter here. SNU leading 39-29, but it's a little 6-0 run in the last 3 minutes for Southern Arc. And in those last 3:03, SNU has been scoreless, and they are one of their last 7. Jones going to go to Perez. Short jumper good, and that will end that streak. Those inbound passes have been very successful for SNU today. Shaver trying to get it in bounds. It's a 5 seconds. Nobody else came forward for Southern Arkansas. It was only Gwen, and Gwen was just double-teamed the entire time. She couldn't get free from Schrepfer as well as Jones, and they get the 5-second call. Jones to inbound will go to Schrepfer in the corner, and they call a travel. I have no idea how that's a traveling call. Schrepfer had her pivot foot set. And the mystery continues here. Gwen's going to get it over to Shaver. If I have any duty in this world, it's trying to figure out what a traveling call is in college basketball. Bell's going to move it over to Gwen. Gwen going to come off a screen, gets inside the paint, and another steal for Schrepfer. Schrepfer gets another steal. I believe that will be her 5th. Perez with it. Perez to Jones. Jones open. And they call another travel. Again, her pivot foot is set. It cannot be a travel. I just do not understand. That is about the 4th call on SNU that has been called a travel. It's unreal. Shaver coming on the other end. They'll get it to Brinkley. Going to go inside, almost taken away by Nehus, but they're going to get her for a bump foul. That's going to be her 3rd. Got 4:04 to play in this third quarter. SNU 14 turnovers in this game, and I'm willing to bet you 6 of them have just been off traveling calls. 5 of them kind of phantom. Bell puts it up, tough shot, good defense. SNU just can't grab the rebound. Shaver with it now, drives, kicks. Shaver going to get it back in the corner. And Southern Arc resets. Well, like both Barry and I believe maybe Jones were down there for the rebound and couldn't grab it. Bell going to go to Gwen. Gwen comes off a screen, kicks to Shaver. Shaver going to go inside to Brinkley. Brinkley puts it up. And call contact on Barry. So pair of free throws coming up for Brinkley. Brinkley up to 9 points, a lot of it coming in this quarter. J.C. Soap about to check back in as the first free throw rattles home. Soap back into the game, McWilliams back into the game. Also going to see Waka back into the game. Now we have whistles. So one more free throw coming up here for Brinkley. That one is good. And back the other way come the Crimson Storm, still leading by 10. As we said, Southern Arc is kind of closing the gap here a little bit, as they've trailed by as many as 16, but SNU still in control. They'll go inside to Nehus. Nice pass to Jones. She's double-teamed. They'll go to Perez. Perez looking to drive. Perez spins in the paint, puts it up, and gets fouled. That's going to be on Gwen. That'll be her third. Crowd disagrees with the call. Warren set to come back in here in just a moment. I believe she's going to check in for Gwen. So 2 free throws coming up for Perez. First one's up, no good. So Warren back into the game. One more coming up for Perez. That one is good, and the lead back to 11. Southern Arc, another chance to try to get this under 10. They get it inbounds to Waka. Waka to McWilliams. McWilliams gets it over half court, and Southern Arc will reset. McWilliams going to go cross court to Waka, and almost taken away again by Schrepfer, who is having just an incredible game. 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals thus far for Schrepfer. They're going to go deep to Bell. She catches it right on the half-court line. Trying to get to McWilliams. Good defense, and they get a cheap foul there on Jones. That is the 5th team foul. Just a touch foul there on Jones. Puts McWilliams on the line for 2, and they can get this game under 10 with this pair of free throws. First one is up, and it is good. One more free throw coming up here for McWilliams. No good, and the lead stays at 10 as Soap pulls the rebound down. Schrepfer brings it forward and will set the offense. Schrepfer to Soap at the wing. Soap to Perez. Perez back to Soap at the wing, trying to see if they can get Nehus open. Soap now drives and gets a push from Waka, and that'll be free throws for SNU, so it's free throws the rest of this quarter on both sides. Soap with 6 points. First free throw coming up. It is good. So Soap up to 7 now with 1 more to come. One's up, and that one rattles in, and the lead back to 12. So back and forth we go. Waka gets it into Warren. Warren looking to run. Warren going to go to McWilliams. You can see just Schrepfer pestering him a little bit. Go cross court to Waka. Waka going to come off the screen, goes to McWilliams. They'll go inside to Bell. They'll go outside to Warren. Pump fakes, drives. Jumper blocked. Big block there by Nehus. SNU the other way. Jones with it. Jones pulls out, goes to Soap, goes to Perez. She pump fakes to Soap. Open for 3. No good. Rebounded by Jones. She puts it up. No foul call. And it's going to Southern Arc. Somehow no contact there. And back into the game comes Evans. We'll go deep to McWilliams. McWilliams gets it over, and the offense set up again here for Southern Arc. Hands it off to Waka, hands it off to Warren. Back to McWilliams, top of the arc. McWilliams going to come off the screen, looks to drive. And a traveling violation on Bell. She had it blocked anyways, but took one too many steps into the paint. Shrepford driving the other way, goes up. Contact again, and it will stay Southern Arc basketball. Minute and a half now to play in the quarter. SNU trying to get aggressive here. Again, up goes Shrepford. Can't get the layup to fall. It can't look like more contact in the paint. SNU is just not getting these calls in the paint right now. Warren with it, goes inside to Bell. Bell puts it up, no good. Rebound by Niehaus. Niehaus has been excellent defensively. Bell's now 1 of 6 in this game. Perez on the other end. Can't get the layup to fall. And then Waka almost gets it taken away. And back the other way comes Southern Arc. Boy, that was just unlucky. There was a beautiful move by Perez, and the lay-in just rattled out. Got under a minute to play. McWilliams goes up, foul, and one. It's amazing that she gets the call there with contact. And so to the line will go McWilliams for the and one to try to get this game under 10. Been a tough quarter for SNU, 2 of 12 right now from the field. 5 of 6 from the free throw line has really been what has helped them. They've also have 7 fouls called on them in this quarter. Free throw coming up. McWilliams is up. No good again. And Soap with the rebound. So it remains a 10-point game. Kind of back and forth I feel like we've been going here in the third. Soap with it. Soap goes to Perez. Perez to Shrepford. Shrepford off a screen. Shrepford drives into the paint. Kicks it to Soap. 30 seconds on the clock. Soap off the screen. She drives, goes up, lays it up. No good. Just a lid on the basket right now for SNU. They are getting good looks. Nothing is going down right now. SAU holding for the last shot. 10 seconds on the clock. McWilliams with it. McWilliams off a screen. McWilliams drives. Mid-range up. No good. Rebound comes out to Jones. Jones will go ahead to Perez. And that will end the quarter. Well, SNU's outscored 13-9 in this quarter, but they still lead it going into the fourth, 44-34. Last quarter coming your way here in just a moment.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question, what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character. And then creating culture. Certainly when we graduate students, they go out and they create culture in classrooms. They create culture in churches. They create culture anywhere they go. Last but certainly not least, in fact I would put it first, and that is serving Christ. I like the fact that it's last because it does undergird everything that we do. Our responsibility, I believe more than anything else, is to serve our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Fourth quarter underway here. SNU will start with the basketball, leading by 10 over Southern Arkansas. 44-34. JC Soap with it at the wing. They're going to move it around to Perez at the top of the arc. Perez drives. Good pass inside to Niehaus with the lay-in. Abby Niehaus gets the lead back out to 12. Back the other way comes Southern Arc. McWilliams with it. Again, half-court offense, not a lot of transition for Southern Ark in this game. They go inside to Crace. Crace almost gets it taken away. Back out to McWilliams. Back inside to Crace at the baseline. Goes cross court to McWilliams. She'll take a three-pointer. It's good. Finally, they get this game under 10. We still got a lot of basketball to play. So far, Southern Ark hanging strong here. Shrepford drives. Runner no good. Rebound to McWilliams. Southern Ark building a little momentum with its home crowd. Evans with it. Goes cross court. Waka drives inside to Crace. Crace is trapped. They'll go out to McWilliams. Goes to Warren. She drives. Taken away. Alexis Jones with the beautiful steal. Back on the other end comes SNU. SNU will reset. Soap with it in the corner. They'll move it to Shrepford. Shrepford to Jones. Soap lines it up. No good. Rebound comes to Crace. They'll get it over the back call on Perez. And Massey Beard about to check back in. A lot of minutes. Abby Nugent really played that whole third quarter. Beard played some nice minutes in the first half. She's back into the game. So back the other end come SNU. Warren with it. Warren looking to drive. Kicks to Crace. Crace almost loses it. Goes back to Warren. They'll move it to Evans. Goes to Waka in the corner. Back to McWilliams. McWilliams off a screen. Waka, three-pointer on the way. Well off the mark. Rebound by Evans. Well off the mark. Beard with the rebound. And back the other way comes SNU. Shrepford. The wing goes back to Jones. Top of the arc. Moves it around to Perez. Perez to Soap. Soap going to try to go inside to Beard. Overthrows her, and it's a turnover on SNU. Meldon back into the game. And Adrian Berry about to check back in for SNU. Berry so far 11 points today. She checks in for Perez. In a strange second half. Waka, 5 seconds. Second time SNU has gotten a 5-second call on the inbounds. Just killer there for Southern Arkansas. Absolutely killer. Jones will inbound it. Gets it to Soap off a screen. Soap going to move it around to Shrepford. Shrepford to Beard at the free throw line. Beard, a couple pump fakes, kicks it back to Soap. Soap going to go to Shrepford. Three-pointer on the way, no good. And the rebound to Waka. SNU has gone ice cold. They are 3 of 17 in the second half. On the other side, McWilliams goes cross course. Meldon for three. Good. And it is now a 6-point game. Back the other way comes SNU. 2-3 zone here by SAU, and SNU's just got to get some shots to fall here. Shrepford with it. Goes inside to Beard. They're going to get a foul on Crace, and that is her 4th. She's going to check out. Bell back in, as well as Brinkley, as well as Gwynn. Really, this lineup that's checking out has really done a nice job. They'll get it to Shrepford. Shrepford comes off the screen, goes to Berry. Berry back to Shrepford, goes to Soap. Soap moves it inside to Beard. Beard goes to Jones. Jones to Berry, three-pointer from the corner. Good! Adrian Berry, timeout on the floor from SNU, and the lead back out to 9. Huge three-pointer from Berry. We have a timeout on the floor. We'll take timeout with them. 6:17 to play in this game. SNU leading Southern Arc 49-40. Back here in the fourth quarter, 6:17 to play. And a big three-pointer there from Adrian Berry gets the lead back to 49-40 for SNU. Back to 9. Gwynn takes the inbound and brings it forward. And Southern Arkansas will set up their offense, which has been very good here in the second half. Bell with it. Back to McWilliams. Go inside to Brinkley. Brinkley's been great in the second half. Back to McWilliams, who's also been good here in the second half. Long three-point, or a long two-pointer, I should say, from Bell. Well off the mark. Air balls it out of bounds. And back the other way it goes to Southern Nazarene. Can get their lead back out. Schrepfer with it. Schrepfer goes to Jones. Jones backs her man down. Jones goes up, jump ball. And it'll be SAU basketball. Brinkley had no problem there. Just stopped Jones, I should say, in her track. And so back the other way comes SNU, or SAU, I should say. McWilliams checks out. Shaver checks in. Not sure if she had blood or what it was, but they're going to get her checked out here in just a moment. And so Gwynn takes it. Gwynn is running. Gwynn gets it over half court. Gwynn gets him around her man, kicks it out. Meldon pump fakes, almost loses it. Shaver gets it back. 5.5 to play. They'll work it around to Brinkley. Shaver, three-pointer from the corner, well off the mark. Rebound, though, by Bell. Bell's got to get a shot up. Shot clock violation. Great defense again by SNU. And so it's going back the other way to the Crimson Storm. Schrepfer brings it forward. Schrepfer goes to Jones. Hands it off to Berry. They're going to get a foul, a reach in there. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them again. 4:55 to play. Still 49-40 SNU. Again, our fans, our next broadcast will be Saturday afternoon as Southern Nazarene will close the regular season against Arkansas Monticello. Women lead it off at 1 p.m. The men will follow at 3 p.m. We hope you will join us. SNU women lead 49-40 as Jones gets the inbound to Schrepfer. Schrepfer going to bring it back out, and SNU going to reset their offense here with a fresh 30. Schrepfer going to drive, kicks it back out to Soap. Soap, a long two-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound, though, goes out of bounds off of Jones somehow. It looked about as clear as day off Brinkley, but it's SAU basketball. So back the other way come the Mule Riders. Taken away by Soap. Soap steps in front of the pass. Soap goes up and draws the foul. J.C. Soap with a big play there on the defensive end. So 2 free throws coming your way from J.C. Soap, up to 11 points in this game. I'll check that. They did update it. It's 8 points now in this game, and she misses the first free throw. It's been a tough shooting day for Soap. Only 2 of 9 from the field. Just hasn't gotten a lot to fall. She has made 2 3-pointers, though. McWilliams back into this game, as well as Crace. Grace has 4 fouls. You know they want to try to get her out if they can. Second free throw is good from Soap. And the lead back out to 10 again. Gwynn takes the deep pass. Gwynn looking to run. Gwynn gets a bump, just the touchiest of touch fouls, and gets the and one. I'm not even sure if Massey Beard actually touched her, but they call the bump foul. And checking into the game will be Brinkley as well as Evans. One more free throw coming up for Gwynn. SAU 5 of 10 from the line here. And the free throw is good. Back to a 7-point game on that 3-point play. So you just trying to hold off here and get out of Magnolia with a win. Nehu's going to get set to check back in. And she'll be in for Beard. Schrepfer to Soap at the wing. Soap drives, and it's knocked away. And it's Southern Arc basketball. Oh, it has been a tough hat for SNU. 4 of 19. And another turnover. We told you this Southern Arc team gave SNU trouble in Bethany, too. Nick Williams brings it forward. Three-pointer can get it down to a 4-point game. They can get to a 2-possession game with any made shot here. McWilliams with it. McWilliams drives. McWilliams. Baseline jumper good. Maybe got away with the push-off a little bit, but it's a 5-point game with under 4 to play. Barry pump fakes the 3. Drives, travels. Somehow travels. And all the momentum right now is with Southern Arkansas. SNU has nothing in their favor right now. They can't get shots to fall for 1. They can't get calls their way for 2. And it's spelling for a disastrous second half right now. Win with it. McWilliams has 10. Brinkley has 11. Gwynn with it. Drives baseline. Puts it up and can't get the rolling, but right there for the rebound twice, and then a foul. Grace with a couple rebounds and draws the foul on Schrepfer. Boy, Gwynn, that just spun around the rim for what felt like 5 seconds. We can report SWASU is leading Harding 66-55 in Searcy. But that doesn't really matter right now if SNU cannot hold on to this one. It's a 4-point game with 1 more to go. Second free throw is good. 1-possession game. Evans back into the game. Grace going to check back out with 4 fouls. She's got 10 now. So here come the Crimson Storm in a battle here. Soap with it at the wing. 3 minutes to play. Soap to Jones. Back to Schrepfer. Schrepfer crosses over, drives, goes up. Gets nailed, and there's no call. This is starting to turn into a little bit of, I don't even know. On the other end, Gwen gets a runner to fall. Referee doesn't even want to talk to Trent May. This is absolutely absurd right now. Jones with it, top of the arc, moves it around to Soap. And finally a foul call. It took 5 seconds of wrangling to finally get a foul call on Meldon. But it's a 1-point game nonetheless. It says it's the bonus on our live stats. That's the 4th team foul on the scoreboard. Barry goes up in the paint, no good. Brinkley can't pull the rebound down. It stays SNU basketball. Jones the inbound. Jones inside to Barry. Barry goes up strong and gets the lay in the fall. We'll get a timeout on the floor. Beautiful shot there by Barry. Got the friendly roll. She's up to 16 in this game. So a timeout. Just a 30-second here from SNU as they lead by 3. Going to adjust their defense a little bit here. And look. Southern Arc does deserve credit. They've gotten back into this. They're 9 of 21 here in the second half. They've forced turnovers. They've done a nice job. SNU, again, a lid on the basket, if you will. 5 of 24 here in the second half. About as bad as they've shot in a half in quite a while. So it hasn't been pretty. But, boy, SNU also just getting nothing as far as calls right now. And we can think of numerous times between traveling calls and contact at the basket that for some reason can't get a call. Southern Arc to inbound. McWilliams gets it to Meldon, and she'll take it and bring it forward. SNU bails back, and they'll play in their half-court defense. Gwynn with it. Three-pointer can tie this game. They'll go inside to Brinkley. Taken away. Adrian Barry knocks that one away. Big turnover there. They'll go to Barry. Barry drives. Mid-range jumper off the mark. Stays SNU basketball. Crace and Nehus were both battling for it. Evans now going to check in for Crace as they had Crace in the game there after the miss, or the turnover, I should say. Jones the inbound. They'll go inside to Soap. Soap's going to bring it back out. SNU is a fresh 30. They can run some clock here. Jones drives. Jones to Schrepfer. Schrepfer. Under 15 now on the shot. Schrepfer. Goes the Nehus. Long two-pointer off the mark. Rebound out to McWilliams. McWilliams to Gwynn. Oh, the big block, and they call a foul! Are you kidding me? That is about as clean a block as you can have. That is terrible. Absolutely terrible. First free throw is no good. Gwynn had gotten by Nehus, and Nehus just blocked her from behind and somehow was nailed for a foul. Second free throw is good. It's back down to a 2-point game. Schrepfer brings it forward. Shrepford drives, gets it to Barry. Barry off a screen, long two-pointer, good! Oh, Adrian Barry with a big shot. 18 points for Barry. And it's going to be 32nd. We're under a minute, so that will advance the ball. We imagine you'll see this a few times. It's actually going to be a full timeout now. Adrian Barry, some big shots here in the fourth quarter. She's done it before. And she's done it throughout her career. Just coming through with big shot after big shot after big shot. Playing some big defense as well. You got to imagine Southern Arc is trying to go back inside. And trying to get something going. You know, you would think maybe through Brinkley. Gins had a good half as well. So you think maybe Gwynn possibly. McWilliams, Crace. Got a couple players in double figures. For SNU, just get a stop. Get a stop and run clock. Imagine very soon, if SNU does get a stop, it's a good chance the free throws might start now. But SNU's got to play best defense they've played today. We'll see if they can do it here in the final 56 seconds. Hey, don't go anywhere after this game. We will have the men set to go as they will take on Southern Arkansas, and that should be a dandy of a clock contest, a rematch of their earlier nationally ranked matchup we saw. As it's inbound to Gwynn, as going forward will be McWilliams, goes to Crace, it's overthrown, and they say it's Southern Arc basketball. There is no way. They have to review this. They 100% have to review this if that's the call on the floor. And they will do just that. I thought that was very, very obviously off of Crace. We could be wrong. We'll see what the review says. But from here, it looked about as obvious as can be. But that's why we have replay at this time. Under 2 minutes, you can replay it. And they will do just that. So we got kind of a free timeout for both squads. As we await here in just a moment. I believe it did go final. And they say it's Southern Arc basketball. There must have been something on the replay because I don't know what we missed here, but I'll trust the replay in this case. So Southern Arc to inbound. It's going to be McWilliams. We'll go to Crace. Crace, nice move to the basket, lays it in. It's back down to a 2-point game. Full court press here from Southern Arc. 40 seconds to play. Gwynn just comes and runs over Barry. So 2 free throws coming up here for Alexis Jones. Only 2 points in this game. She has 8 boards and 3 assists. 2 huge free throws coming up here with 38 seconds to play. First one is up, and it is good. Brinkley will check in. Wacko will check out. They also check that. Nope, just Brinkley into the game. One more to follow here for Alexis Jones. She sets, she fires. Good. Huge free throws there for Alexis Jones. Gets the game back out to 4. We have a timeout on the floor. Again, 32nd here. Southern Arc hanging strong here. 10 made field goals in the second half. They kind of kept chipping away, kept battling, wouldn't let SNU pull away. We're about set to go here in just a moment. You stay tuned for the post-game show. More likely we'll have Adrian Berry joining us, as well as head coach Trent May, to discuss tonight's contest. Letting how the last few minutes play out here in Magnolia. Both teams are out, side out in front of the bench here for Southern Arc. Nick Williams, the inbound. They'll go deep. Maldon, she puts it up and airballs it. Battle for the basketball, no jump ball called. McWilliams takes a long two-pointer off the mark. And they'll call out of bounds on Southern Arc. Will stay SNU basketball. We're going to get a timeout from Southern Nazarene to advance the ball. That'll be another 30-second timeout. Now, for this point at SNU, it's the free throw game from here. SNU 12 of 18 from the line today. Not quite as good as usual. They've really missed a few in the first half. They've been pretty solid in the second half, as they are 8 of 10 right now. So they've really gotten it done then. And so timeout is on the floor, 56-52, in just what has been a mess of a game, if you will. But one, SNU, all they care about is whether it's a win or a loss. And right now, they are 26 seconds away from making it a win. Madeline Shrepford to inbound. Shrepford going to go deep to Jones. Jones goes to Shrepford. Shrepford's just holding it. Southern Arc won't foul still. Boy, Southern Arc let about 7 seconds run off the clock before finally fouling. They just let Shrepford hold it. There's a platoon of Mule Riders into the game. Waka, Warren, and Shaver. I got to be honest, not sure why they're checking in now, and not after the first free throw, but really doesn't matter. As J.C. Soap to the line for two. First one's up, off the mark. It's been a tough night at the line for J.C. Soap. Now 3 of 7. Let's see if she can get this one to fall, though. It's up. That one is good. No more timeouts for Southern Arc. They can't advance the ball. Warren with it. Warren drives. Warren going to the basket. Big block there by Nee here. Sends it back the other way. Warren shaking her head. McWilliams now to inbound. McWilliams gets it to Maldon. Gets it to Waka. Warren with it. Warren almost gets it taken away by Waka. Waka puts it up. No good. McWilliams puts it up. Gets it to fall. Gets it down to 3. We'll have another timeout for SNU. They will advance the ball with 3.8 to play. So another timeout on the floor. Quick little meeting here for SNU. As they'll look to finish it off here in Magnolia. Highly stressful game if you're following from home, I imagine. But if SNU can hold on here, they'll go to 16-11 overall and 15-6 in the GAC with one more to play in Monticello. Crowd is filling up. It is going to be a big, big crowd here in Magnolia for our next contest between the SNU men, the 10th ranked team in the country, and the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders. Should be a great atmosphere. Shrepford getting set to inbound. 3 seconds remaining. Schrepfer. Inside to Jones. Stays SNU ball. 0.6 remaining as it was knocked out. That should do it. Jones inside to Schrepfer. They get a foul, and that'll do it. SNU, as we said, wasn't the prettiest of games, but they escaped Magnolia with a 57-54 win over the Mule Riders. And they will get ready to head to Monticello on Saturday to close the regular season. With the loss by Harding, if SNU can win that game on Saturday, they will be the number 2 seed at the upcoming conference tournament. We'll have Adrian Berry coming up here in just a moment, as well as head coach Trent May. We'll also get you ready for the men's game here in just a moment. Again, the final score, SNU 57, Southern Arc 54. We'll give you some final stats here in just a moment, as the teams are clearing the floor. Ooh, that was a roller coaster of a second half, if you will. Definitely one of the, really hadn't seen SNU really struggle like that in a half, probably since last one I can really think of where they really struggled like that was the game against Northwestern, at Northwestern, where they really just struggled in the second half. And then eventually lost that game in Alva, a game that they led by about 12 at halftime. But they find a way. Again, it was a scrappy Southern Arkansas team, but it ends up being a win. As we said, we'll have Adrian Berry coming up here hopefully in just a moment. As the men's game is about to start their warm-ups, we'll get Coach May as well as Adrian Berry here. And as we said, their next game will be in Monticello against Arkansas Monticello on Saturday. So some final stats from this game. SNU goes 19 of 51. They shot 50% in the first half. Was not the case in the second half, 6 of 25. They go 19 for 51, 37%. 6 of 18 from behind the arc, 33%. And 13 of 20 at the line, 65%. 10 assists on the night, 12 steals, 18 turnovers. Definitely was one of the issues throughout the game. For Southern Arkansas, 21 of 49 from the field, 43%, 3 of 8 from behind the arc, 9 of 15 from the free throw line. 29 rebounds, 11 assists, 7 steals. However, what did kill them at the end of the day was 22 turnovers. SNU defense made plays when they needed it and came through in some big situations. And so as we said, SNU finds a way to escape Magnolia with the 57-54 victory. Adrian Berry leads the way with 18 points on 8 of 14 shooting. Madeline Schrepfer, that's 14 points to go with 6 rebounds and 4, what actually will technically be 5 steals on the night. We'll have the postgame show coming up here in just a minute. We'll take a quick break. Again, your final score, SNU 57, Southern Arc 54. again, the final score, Southern Nazarene defeats Southern Arkansas 57-54 in what turned out to be, initially maybe looked like it wasn't going to be much of a game. SNU looked to be in complete control and looked like they were maybe going to cruise to a victory, and that did not end up being the case. Southern Arkansas battled back, took advantage of some turnovers and some poor shooting to make it a game in the second half, and they deserve a lot of credit for that. SNU really just struggled from the field, didn't get any help with some turnovers and some, calls are one thing. They don't always go your way, and that's the way it is, especially on the road, so you got to battle through that, and SNU did, and they found a way. We're awaiting Trent May and Adrian Berry here shortly. We're not going to wait too much longer, though, because we do have to get the men's game ready to go here in just a moment. So hopefully we will hear from them very soon and get some post-game interviews with those two. But SNU, as we say, finding a way to get it done and get the dub. And that's really all that matters. Like we said, we don't even know. We got to see how East Central also did today. But no matter what, SNU now has the tiebreaker for second place as of right now, and we just see East Central did win tonight, so it's East Central and SNU tied for second place, with SNU holding the tiebreaker. So big there for the Crimson Storm. And as we said, we got a big crowd coming on hand. They started kind of filing in during the women's game, and they are now definitely filing in for the men's game. And we actually see Trent May coming this way now. So we'll talk to Coach May here in just a moment. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And we are here with Adrian Berry as it starts to get loud in here. SNU picks up the 57-54 win. Adrian, congratulations on a tough win.
Yeah.
You guys held on there at the end. You got a good little run from Southern Ark, just talking about holding them off and, making some big plays down the stretch.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So Coach May always tells us what to do. We're good. It's just good coaching. It's good execution. It's good stuff from everyone,
Talk about, some frustration in the second half just for the fact that some shots aren't falling. They're getting some shots to fall. They're taking advantage of some turnovers. Just talk about kind of keeping your composure there in the second half and closing this game out.
Yeah. I talked to my team. We were like, hey, let's get this under control. We had a few turnovers right off the bat, and we fixed it, and thank God we came out with the win.
Yeah, and you hit some big shots there in the fourth quarter. A couple big layup there and a big jumper, mid-range jumper. You got a little ice in your veins, a little ice water in your veins. Talk a little bit about some of those big shots and coming through for your team.
Oh, my team, they get me wide open. I just make shots. That's it.
Yeah. And again, you guys, another great defensive effort. You guys get 22 turnovers on the night. You get some really big stops there in that last minute. talk about the defensive effort as a whole.
As a whole, we got to lock down everyone. Everyone's a shooter. Everyone can make shots, so we just have to make sure we're there and get everyone ready.
Adrian Berry, 18 points tonight, also a pair of steals. Adrian, congratulations on the win.
Sweet, thank you.
Good job. Here with head coach Trent May after Southern Nazarene's 57-54 win over Southern Arkansas, moving to 16-11 overall and 15-6 in the GAC. Coach, congratulations on a tough win here on the road. Another big road win for you, and the most important part, obviously, a win today. Let's talk a little bit first about the second half. You know, maybe some frustration in the second half. You know, you guys had some good looks that just weren't falling, some turnovers that kind of got them back in. Talk about just not getting frustrated, staying in the element, and coming away still with a win as kind of everything was going against you at one point.
Yeah, who wasn't frustrated?
Oh, yeah, right.
No. Hey, man, it's not easy winning on the road this time of year. I got to give Southern Ark credit. Their girls, you know, you look at their record, and they did not, and no one does. Every time we take the floor, it feels like we're getting everyone's best. Nothing has been easy. I don't remember when there's been an easy game, easy win.
No such thing.
No such thing. And but you know what? It's not easy, and we're getting it done. And that's the good thing, is like, you know what? It's not easy, but we're finding ways to win games. Regardless of who our opponent is and what's going on, we're finding ways to win in many different fashions.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's we've lost some games this year, and we lost a lot early, but this run has been fantastic, and it's been in so many different ways and, like I said, fashions, and it's just fun to know that, man, it's not going to be easy, but, you know, there's a great chance we're going to win the game. So, you know, in records, you throw records out, you know, again, I give them credit for battling and competing, and they wanted to win on their home floor, and you know, and that's the character of a good coach team on the other end. So, but I'm thankful for our girls just going, you know what, sometimes you just got to make one more play than the other team, just one more play, and, you know, and I feel like we did that, and, you know, and our girls could have at any time throughout the process, or even tonight, they could have gone, you know what, it's not our night.
Right.
But they never do, and so there's a lot of fight in that, and there's a lot to be said for that.
You know, earlier in the year, you know, came with you guys for some of the conference games and kind of saw you guys on the road, and it was a struggle. And I remember some conversations we had of how this team has to learn how to play on the road and learn how to win on the road. And now, fast forward, we're in February, and this team is finding ways to win on the road, and that's what good teams do. And talk about, as a coach, seeing that growth from your team to come on the road, come away with a win. They've done it a few times now. 6th win on the road this season, which I know hasn't been done in a while. Talk about this team and how they've grown on the road.
You know, I think that's just part of the confident, you know, group that we have, and I just think they, you know, not that I have that same thought for 40 minutes, you know, right. But because, you know, you have a standard in which you play, and I don't like the fact that, you know, there's multiple times tonight we gave up, you know, offensive rebounds and concession, and you know, we turned the ball over 18 times, and we missed free throws, and we missed layups, and so those are things that sometimes allow teams to be in the mix. And, you know, again, back to that one more play, and, you know, there were some good plays that, you know, that also contribute to a win as well. But, you know, this time of year, your standards are really high, and I told the girls at halftime, every rep is to get better. We're to get better throughout the game. It's, you know, almost March. We're almost into the conference tournament. I want to be playing at our best basketball, not the same basketball that just kind of squeaks us by. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to have that exclamation point every time you play, but, you know, at the end of the day, you're supposed to, you know, you're playing the game to have one more point than the other team so you can get the W, and we still are. You know, if it's not pretty, or if it's not, you know, to meet your standards, I'm still thankful for the fact that we're getting wins and, you know, learning how to win, as you said. So the next step is to, you know, is you want to dominate both ends of the floor, and we did a fantastic job on defense. You know, when you hold the team in their own gym to 54 points, you know, you like that. And so again, but you know, you're thankful that, you know, you have one more point than they do. Tonight it was 3. It's a win. We're moving on. Last regular season game of the season, regular season game, on the road again on Saturday. Probably won't be easy, but I like our team, and you know, when it's not easy, that doesn't mean it's not in your favor.
Get you out in this as we get ready for the men's game here in a moment. Your seniors tonight, you know, Madeline really has a huge first half that kind of gets the spurt going. 14 points in that first half. She's her rebounding just is incredible to me every single time that somebody 5'5" wants the ball that much more than anybody else. She also comes away with 4 steals in the contest. Adrian on the other end, 18 points, comes through big late in the game, hits some big shots when you guys need it. Talk about your seniors just stepping up in that moment.
They are. I mean, that's you know, it's great to see that huge, you know, pull-up jumper from Adrian, you know, square it up, you know, just in rhythm, and that's what you want. And, you know, she had gone to the rim a couple times. That didn't work out, so she took what the defense gave her, knocked it down, big shot, big senior, big moment, big win. You know, and I look at our guards, and you got your point guard and your off guard leading the team in rebounding tonight. You know, and that's the thing of just going, hey, it doesn't matter your position, make a play.
Yes,
make a play. If you're on the floor, make a play. And so there were multiple plays again that contributed to the win tonight. You know, and as a coach, you always want bigger margins, but again, we're moving on and with another win.
But as a coach, you're more worried about the one word you keep saying, and that's win. It doesn't matter how, it's a win, and you guys are now 16-11. Coach, again, congratulations. We'll look forward to the finale coming up in Monticello on Saturday. That'll be at 1 p.m. Again, Coach, congrats.
Awesome. Thanks, James. Appreciate you, buddy.
We're going to close this broadcast down, get you ready for the men's game. We're going to get this broadcast switched over. The men coming your way here in just a moment.